Good spiritual morning. Hi, I'm Pamela Theresa, medium in the raw, and welcome to the first of my good spiritual mornings here in 2024. It is December 5th, 2024. How many times do I need to say 2024? Basically, what I'm doing is I'm testing out an audio version, somewhat like a podcast for my mediumintheraw.com community. We're a beautiful spiritual community, and our goal is to really grow and expand this year. I have a couple announcements to make. Number one, I still have the holiday special on my PamelaTheresa.com website. Special, special, special good prices for reads if you're interested in purchasing sessions with me and meeting with me. Hello, can you tell I'm a little bit rusty? I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to relax a little bit. Anyway, go to PamelaTheresa.com and you'll see right there I have holiday specials. I deducted $40 off of the private session for 1 hour, could be video or in person. I have a beautiful studio in Neptune Beach, Florida, where we can meet in person. That's a 1 hour session for 200, and also two fantastic friends and family special, $300 for up to 4 people. It's just a beautiful group session. It's awesome. I really guide you to take advantage of that because it's going away this weekend. Anyway, keeping in mind today is December 5th and 2024. So if you want to grab those specials, get them now. Again, a private session is 200 for 1 hour. Limited time only, $40 off the price. It's 200. I do record the sessions for you too as well, so you can refer back to them later. Also, on the group session, friends and family is a really good deal. Really, truly good deal. $300 for up to 4 people. Get it now because it's gone away. Never before have I created a holiday special. So do not sleep on this one, y'all. Anyway, also tomorrow night, drum roll please, is our annual Toys for Tots event. We will be at the Beaches Museum Chapel. It's right here on the mediumintheraw.com community event. So just click in the menu on event and you will get the address there. It's really cool. We have availability still as well. All you have to do is bring a unwrapped, brand spanking new toy for a baby, for a kid, for teenagers, whatever you want to bring multiple toys. I'm really excited. I do it for the kids every year. We've only missed a couple of years due to the COVID, but we do a live event. It's a live gallery reading. We will be filming it too as well. And so, y'all, those of y'all who do not get to make it, you will see we are producing a Medium in the Raw Toys for Tots 2024 show. So that's very, very exciting. So good spiritual morning. I wanted to share a spiritual message with y'all, not just announcements, but I really wanted to hop here. I wanted to try doing morning messages on mediumintheraw.com at podcast style where I could just hop on before I do my workout in the morning and don't have to worry about hair and makeup. So it's kind of podcast style, audio, radio. Anyway, leave your comments below. Make sure to invite your friends over to our community, please, too, as well. Mediumintheraw.com. We are going to grow. I will be going live more often. Now, I know I say that all the time. And I tell you, I will go live when, here's the thing. This year has been a very interesting year for me. And well, I've been doing this job for a really long time. And Stephen and I have kicked out hundreds of lives. And I love doing it, but it's really interesting. I have gone through a period of time over this year where I don't know if people are interested in what I have to say. Can I just put it more bluntly? We all go through growth spurts, spiritually speaking, too, as well. And it's really interesting because I do consume an awful lot of podcasts. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I just love it. I love that platform. I love to hear what other people have to say. And so that I would actually kind of doubt that people might be interested in what I have to say. I don't know. It's really interesting. Do comment below. Let me know if you've ever gone through periods in your life where you just want to kind of hang back and listen. Um, That's kind of what I've been doing. I've just been listening to uh, a lot of current events, what's going on in the world, true crime. I do watch a lot of court cases and such like that, but really commentators who are talking about certain legal issues or whatnot. Um, but I really enjoy that. It's fun to see different personalities talk about different topics. So that has gone through my mind. I'm like, wow, I enjoy listening to other people. Um, it's really interesting. Really interesting. I know that those of y'all listening, you've gone through this too, where you've just kind of hung back and listened, um, and quite enjoyed that. Quite enjoyed that. I have quite enjoyed this little bit of a break, I guess you could say, this year, because I really haven't done a lot of live shows. And again, the trend really in the world is a lot of people do their content, their podcast, they do it live. I love going live and really having a spiritual conversation and chats. I am gonna pull back though on, and this is another reason why I've been timid on going live, is because we really launched our live shows way back in the day when it became like I was ahead of the curve. The spirit world, they're always gonna give me a cheat. And so I was very, very excited to go live and pop out little mini reads. But there's been a problem with that. I don't know how to do a mini read. It's so interesting. So I'll bring people up on stage where I'm kicking out their read. Those who have been interested in live reads with me, and I really don't know how to discipline myself and not go just into a full blown read. And because once the spirit world kicks in, once I link to them and they start chit chatting, it's really hard for me to tell them to shut the hell up. And so I wind up going over time. I wind up, like if I have a member pop in and I start kicking out the read for them while we're live, I I basically go in all the way, and it's almost like people get like a good solid session with me, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. But and I always promise myself every time, okay, I'm just gonna kick out just a little bit, and then, other people can pop on. I'll just do little mini reads. And what I mean by that is I am a true-born medium. I have direct communication with the spirit world, and I just deliver the messages. I don't do the psychic read. Do not ask me to do a psychic read. That's not going to happen. Also, too, I am not your dog and pony show, so you're not going to be hearing code words from me. When my mama died, she gave me a code word. Okay, I'm not going to make fun of anybody that does that, but I want to tell you, I have read thousands of people, and the minute the spirit world and I engage in that, because remember, your loved ones before and when they made that promise, they were here in the physical. Now they're transitioning and they're heavenly, and they understand because I know I've been there many a times. Like I do have that ability, but plus also too, in a way, if I have this desire as a medium and also to very psychic and an empath or whatever, it kind of opens up the door for you driving the read, you as the client, and me reading you, which, we don't want that. I shut those doors. So your loved ones here on the other side, they have an agenda of what they want to deliver to you. And that's my job to deliver it. So they also know that if they do deliver, send me messages that I deliver to you that are like those code words right out the gate. Okay, we're going to crack the code. I'm going to give you, it's mason jar. That's the code word, mason jar. And it's a green mason jar. I've done this before, and the spirit world has too as well. I have done this, and I'm here to tell you the minute that breaks out, the person sitting across from me, the client, they, they, the energy and the overexcitement, they don't like, there's never gonna be a spiritual message after that. None. They won't hear it, even when we record it, because they're just so baffled. And also another thing, it's more of they look at me like, "Oh, you're amazing, Pamela." No, it's the soul that powers the body. We all have a communication with the spirit world. It's just coming into that awareness by following that spiritual breadcrumb trail. Now, this is not to say that I don't deliver these code words and messages. In fact, they do come through in the sessions, but but they don't, your loved ones on the other side do not make it obvious. And working with the spirit world is working with the spirit world, working with the spirit world. Anyway, back to what I was talking about a minute ago, in that my live shows, I know many of y'all who have followed me for many years have been quite disappointed because I have not been going live often and I haven't been kicking out the reads. But it's because, as I'm an empath, when I do pull somebody up on screen, I know they want the whole thing. And I want to serve and do the whole thing. But then it just, it defeats the purpose of doing an hour live show and kicking out little mini reads. And it's not your fault, those of y'all who have hopped on screen. It's not your fault at all. It's me. I haven't had that discipline. And so you'll notice how this year a lot of the lives I've done have been me reading from the chat where y'all are live, and I'm talking to you whilst you're chatting. And I haven't brought people on screen with me very often. And it's been a spiritual message that way, kind of like a group message. It's not as though your loved ones in the spirit world aren't coming through. I'm always the medium, I'm always delivering messages. But that's the only way I have found that I can actually discipline myself enough to do that group. It's really meant to be like a group read in that way. Or if I were to bring somebody up and kick out a little a mini read, like the spirit world has guided me 5 minutes. Well, I keep going, and it's my free will. And so they're going to serve me as long as I ask them to serve me, basically, in delivering the messages. So I have lacked that self control. And I don't know. Tell me what you think. Leave messages in the comments below. But also, too, I would really be super happy if those of y'all who are members of our community here on mediumintheraw.com, uh, please do. I created the new feed, the new news feed. You'll see it right there. It's a community news feed. Please engage more often. And really, truly, that will help to build our community, because nobody wants to feel alone in the world. And that's one of the reasons why I do. And I've had a spiritual community on different platforms for many, many, many years. I've never really given up on that, because I just do know that I really do love engaging and having that community, and really that friendship that's developed through communication, and I just really enjoy it. Anyway, basically, also I have really been working on the community and updating it and adding new content. I've been working on the spiritual library. I have, within the spiritual library, you can find, it's called the Angelic Realms. I'm also working on grief. And so when you look at the library, it's what I'm doing is I am gathering collection of well-known information based on particular spiritual topics. So spiritual interests, you can look at that in the library. So it's very, it's not so much in my words as it is basic knowledge of particular topics and interests. Along with that, though, I will be doing videos and adding those as well. Basically, what I'm saying in the spiritual library, it's a well-known, um, documented information about particular content, uh, particular interest, right? So the angelic realms, what's known in the world right now. So if you go down to the spiritual library on the menu, you'll see the angelic realms, and as you read it, it does read like an encyclopedia. So I'm just putting all the information out there. Now, I still have the spiritual courses, but I've not made them public yet. I have really been debating on whether or not to charge. Um, because what's really interesting, and this is another thing I have found, when we were on locals or when I was on Patreon, whenever I was on a platform where it was subscription, there was actually more um, interaction between the members. And I thought I was doing something kind of cool, making mediumintheraw.com community, our network here, free. But I have found, since it's been free, there's not been a lot of community participation. I'm like, huh. So is it really true that people value things more when it's not free? So I'm thinking about actually, in certain areas of our community, even making like a $10 subscription here, like I did back when we had our locals during the pandemic. And yeah, I think people remember it more often when they're paying for something. So let me know in the comments below what you think about that. So $10, $12 depends, and then we could actually charge for the courses, which there's going to be with the courses. You're talking many years, almost 2 decades worth of my specialized knowledge as a medium and working with people. I put these courses together. So I might even charge some sort of a fee for the courses too as well. Again, like I said, I'm just telling you, I've seen that there's more interaction with a community when you charge a subscription fee. It's just the most interesting thing. Okay, so I want to recap. This was like our test run here on our podcast. Anyway, so hey y'all, remember tomorrow night at 6, no, it's 7 o'clock. I have to be there at 6. 7 o'clock, our Toys for Tots. If you have not RSVP'd, hop on over and RSVP. It's from 7 to 9 at the Beaches Museum Chapel. All the information is under the events here. And if also too, you can't figure out where the heckaroo that is, just go to PamelaTheresa.com. Pamela Theresa, Teresa with an H, PamelaTheresa.com, and you can RSVP. The reason why I set up the RSVP is so that way you'll be notified. You'll have all the correct information on how to get there and where we are. And it's just pretty cool. I am looking forward to kicking out the reads for those who show up. And most importantly, I am in it for the toys for the kids. So I love you all so very, very much. And I will hop on in tomorrow and do a good morning, good spiritual morning or a spiritual message. I'm going to try to be good at doing this, y'all. You know me. I promise. And then life happens. I love you also so very much. Have a most beautiful day, and I look forward to creating beautiful relationships and strong and lasting spiritual relationships here on mediumintheraw.com.